Hey, BassGeek here, and from April through May, depending on what part of the country you're in, the shad spawn can produce some incredible days on the water. But the problem with the shad spawn is it can be over as quick as it starts, and if you're late, you're gonna miss out. But if you learn how to fish a swim jig around cover, especially in those areas where those shad are spawning at, you can keep that bite going all day long. That's right, fishing geeks, listen. It is the time to start throwing a swim jig in April. Love to do it, especially toward the end of April when the shad are spawning, but really any time in April, a swim jig is M-O-N-E-Y. Now, before we get started, fishing geeks, I got something for you, all right? I want to give you something. I love that you geeks watch the channel. So as you know, every single month we do a giveaway for you geeks who really watch and support the channel all the time. And so we pick $50 or more from Tackle Warehouse and we give it away to you all. So I want to show you what's in the box and then we'll jump in to fishing a swim jig, one of my favorite swim jigs, during the shad spawn. Now, during April, the spawn really turns on for me in my neck of the woods, and right before the bass get up on the beds, they stop feeding. And it can really be tough. Like, you'll see a ton of bags. If you watch your tournaments in your areas, you'll see some really big bags coming into the weigh in, and then all of a sudden you'll see this dip before it picks back up again. And one of the ways that we've talked about a lot on this channel to overcome that few days to a week of really tough bites is with this right here, Ultra Finesse swim baits. Now, we like a lot of different ones. This is Gallant's Gas. This is a great color no matter where you're at in the country. And this is the X-Zone 2.75 inch swammer. Now, this is a pattern that we talk about a lot, especially during the spring and the fall when the bass are in those balls of shad. And we actually did a video on this, a pretty good sort of pattern video is what we call them, not too long ago. So I'll leave a link at the end of this video if you want to go check that out and see a little more about how to fish these things. But next up is from X-Zone, and this is a great small size. We're in those shad and push up high in the water column. This is the Propeller Tungsten Jig Head. Through early April, it's really hard to beat a lipless crankbait bite. And so we threw into the box one of the Jinko Fishing. This is called the Rip Knocker. And as always, pretty much any time through pre-spawn, spawn, or post-spawn, it is really, really hard to beat a wacky rig. So we've got some hooks here for you, some wacky rig hooks. But more than anything, we've got a good pack of yum dingers. Now, when the shad spawn kicks in, or the bluegill spawn kicks in, depending on where you're at, a spinner bait is a hard bait to beat. Now, I'm going to give you more of a shad color one. This is from First Gen. It's called the Split Blade. I love how the blades are painted two different colors. Gives a really unique flash. All right, geeks, I'm going to throw this in. You cannot get these. You can get them on NetBait's website, I think, maybe. They were doing them, I know, for Christmas, and we had a couple of giveaways, and nobody claimed them. So this is the drop shot kit, and hey, we know in the spring a drop shot is a kicking little setup. Last but not least, I've got you a nice little combo right here. This is the Bone series, which I really love. This is the Booyah Swim Jig in Bone, and a killer pair with it. This is the Yum Pulse, also in Bone. All right, so let's talk about rod, reel, and line for this combination. So the combo that I'm going to use today, now I will say this, if I'm doing a lot of skipping, today we're in open water, I'm not fishing a lot of boat docks, not really skipping it up. The shad aren't busting the top right now, so the combo that I'm going to use is basically a flipping stick. This is my Douglas Era. This is $100 rod, $99 rod. And let me tell you, this has been one of my favorite casting jig rods, whether it be for swim jigs, football jigs, I mean, you know, casting jigs, you name it. This has been one of my go-to rods just to cast a jig around over the past 2 years, really. I've got it coupled with a Fitzgerald VDL10. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I love these reels. I don't know that they make them anymore, but I will put a comparable reel down in the description. And by the way, we don't do memberships or any of that sort of stuff because we want to keep everybody included. We don't want anybody having to pay for special benefits or information. We like to share with everybody. So if you want to support the channel, the best way is use our affiliate links from Tackle Warehouse. It does help us. It doesn't cost you a penny extra. Make sure you bookmark that link down in the description or scan that code and bookmark it on your phone. This reel is a 7.2-to-1. Now, geeks, I don't mind if I'm fishing out here in like these laydowns, these brush piles, that sort of stuff, to go all the way up to a high-speed reel, 8. But you have to be careful when you're flipping and pitching. The faster speed you go up to, the less torque you're going to have. So like if I'm flipping grass, especially punching grass mats, I like this 7.2-to-1. If I'm flipping heavy cover, I want a 7.2-to-1. I don't want it to be all the rod doing the work because I want to winch that bass out of that cover. Now, as far as line goes, of course, it's going to be K9. This is 20-pound Pro 100. It's 100% fluorocarbon. I'm telling you, you guys need to check out K9. It's really great stuff. And man, their silk casting braid for all you guys that need to cast a long way. You're either in clear water or you guys who are scoping right now. Let me tell you, there's not a better casting braid on the market. So the key to this pattern is going to be making sure that there's shad around. Or if you guys are on a lake that doesn't have shad, then you're going to make sure you're looking for gill beds, some sort of sign of those brim up shallow. Now, when you find them, you're going to find those areas that have cover or some sort of structure. For you guys that haven't seen my shorts, I've got a short that generally blows up about this time of year, and it's talking about the 3 retrieves for a swim jig. And there's really 3 retrieves that I use. One of them is going to be with a swim bait. It's just going to be a straight retrieve. I'm just going to straight retrieve it, let that swim bait handle the action for me. The second 2 are going to be with a crawl. And those 2 are going to be the Alabama shake, where you throw it out there and you shake it as you bring it across brush piles, ticking the brush piles. This time of year, for me, it's the Tennessee 2-step, or if I'm not around as heavy brush, it's going to be just with the swim bait. I'm just going to swim it back. The Tennessee 2-step gets the bait a little deeper into the brush piles or the laydowns, and just swimming it with a swim bait on it is just a way to keep it nice and tight to the cover. Now, the great thing about a swim jig, since it's not on the bottom, you're going to feel the bite because you are moving the bait. So when they come up and they hit it, generally, it's going to be violent. So match violence with violence. Set that hook as hard as you can straight up over top of them, especially if you are in cover, because you want to turn that fish's head and get him coming out immediately. You're not playing these fish. You've got 20 to 25 pound test on there. You are bringing them to the boat. These are heavy hooks. If you bend it out, you just had a 20-pound bass. All right, that's all I know to tell you. It's a 20-pound bass on there if you bend a jig hook out. Or you're fishing the wrong jigs. That's all I can tell you. Don't ever use that jig again. And as far as landing them, boat hop them, net them, put them on your thumb. But generally, just get them in the boat. Because if you're fishing this, you're going to catch some big ones. Jigs for bigs, baby. Now, geeks, very first thing, let's take care of how you're going to win the box. So down in the description below, I want you to do hashtag swim jig, all right? Hashtag swim jig, and you'll be entered to win the April BassGeek box. That's all you got to do. Hashtag swim jig, all one word. Now, if you want to go check out the spin head pattern video, and let me tell you, this video is incredible. You're going to get to see some really cool stuff in it. Make sure you go check that video out right here. Otherwise, questions, comments, don't forget, hashtag swim jig to win. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. Be part of the 100% Watch Squad. Geeks, we need you. We appreciate all the help, and you geeks rock.